everybody. My name is Mike Freedman. I have a company called AI Technology and Design, and I also host a podcast called Measure Twice, Cut Once. But before this new career, I spent many years working for some of the top audio and video brands out there, brands like Beats and Sonos, where we had exemplary marketing teams that we were able to rely on to help us execute on our plans. Now, in my role, I always knew what I wanted to do, but I never knew how to do it, and that's where these amazing marketing skills came in that these people possessed. I didn't, but they did. Now, fast forward a few years later, here I am in my own little world. Still know what I want to do, still wasn't super sure on how to do it. Enter Jelly Academy. You see, these wonderful folks have put together a 10-part course to help different people achieve different things using the same logic. Let me tell you what I mean by that. So there's people like me who've got a lot of experience in business, even a lot of experience in marketing. But now I have that wonderful balance of not only knowing what to do, but how to do it. Strategy and tactics. But what about if you don't have a bunch of years experience? What about if you didn't get to work for some of these really cool companies? Well, this is what's great about this program. Anybody at any level, whether you're fresh out of high school at 18 years old, or you maybe finished your university degree in the last century like I did, doesn't matter. This course is wonderfully applicable to both circumstances and situations. So if you're looking to elevate your marketing game, if you're looking to elevate your brand, your company, even yourself and your career, Jelly Academy is most assuredly the place to do this. And I do want to say one thing. I might have alluded to the fact that I finished my degree in the 90s, and that's okay. Here's what's not okay. If you haven't done something in a long time, like be in school, it's really hard to pick up and start learning again after 25 years. That curriculum, all those things, just hard as heck. This course was easy though. So for me to get back in a formalized education, I couldn't have thought of an easier or better way to do that. So hats off to the folks at Jelly Academy for doing that as well. You hear that dog barking in the background? Even that dog thought the program was awesome. Anyways, if you're still watching this, there's two things you need to do. One, go to Jelly Academy. Go to their website, learn more about them. And two, give yourself a pat on the back because you just take a huge step to elevating your career into what we call interstellar overdrive. My experience at Jelly Academy was great because there's so much information and code words and abbreviations to sort through. Where do you start? So it made it very easy for me to come up with an effective plan. And what it's going to do, and what it taught me, was how to increase the effectiveness of my marketing for my business and the people I like to work with around me. And that's the real key, is I've learned a ton about how to elevate and plan and strategize for the marketing that will take my company to the next level. I think my favorite moment during the course was realizing that you can teach an old dog new tricks. What I mean by that is when I came into this, like I said, I hadn't been in any sort of formalized education in 25 plus years. And even though I've had a wonderful career, I was still beyond intimidated by the fact I'd have to do this again. Could I still do it? Could I do it at all? And so finding out I could do it was really powerful. And that was one of my favorite moments. But there's a reason why I found it so easy, and that's because Jelly Academy has taken the time to lay out the coursework and the lessons and all the resources in a logical way that anyone can follow along and anyone can get an effective education and get the skills they need. Don't let what you couldn't do in the past be a barrier to doing what you can do in the future. Jelly Academy knows what you're going through, and they will be able to help you get past it. I would gladly recommend Jelly Academy to any of the people in my network. I consult with the top builders, designers, and architects in Western Canada. And even though they're great at their craft, one thing they don't teach you when you learn to become a professional is how to tell your story and market yourself. So for people like that who are professionals but don't necessarily have a marketing background, this is a great way to backfill that skill set. So it doesn't matter whether you're an architect, a builder, designer, a doctor, a dentist, a chiropractor, an orthodontist, anything. I'd recommend this course from Jelly Academy to you. Because if you know what you do for a living and you do it better than anyone else, you need to tell the world that. You're going to learn how to at Jelly Academy.